So as soon as we go live, I got to get my notebook because I saw curling tennis right there. I think he's one of the
What's
five.
up, Mary Michael?
Hold on,
Are
hold
you
on.
up? You up, girl?
Hold on, I'm coming. I got to get my notebook.
I can't believe we just got back from the tennis courts like, I don't know, 40 minutes ago. Brushed and ate. And here we are.
How we roll. Okay.
And I really want these shoes, man. Anybody know where to get those shoes?
They are nice shoes.
Yeah.
I told her if she could find those shoes, I would get 2 pair, one to wear and then one to sell. Because when she retires, if you can get them, this gonna be a hot shoe for sure.
I want that shoe.
Yeah, I would check that. Seriously, I would get 2 pair. I would wear a pair and flip a pair, no doubt, no question. All right, let's go. I can't wait for this. Pumped up. All right, welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. Day 1, U.S. Open. Top half women's draw, bottom half men's, or vice versa? Bottom half women's and top half men's. A couple words to start out. Serena. Let's go. Carla, Serena fan. Next word, Cerundolo who?
Aren't you glad, Gene? He changed this pick, by the way.
Cerundolo who? Funny. Cerundolo who is no different than Sonego what when Djokovic gave him a match and he ended up number 29 in the world after he solidified his weeks at number 1 to surpass Federer. Cerundolo and Sonego need to go hang out.
Yeah, Justin said it.
Told you. Raducanu who? Told you about her. Raducanu who? Who is that? She's gonna lose tomorrow.
Well, that's why I was like, who is Alex Cerundolo? Like, I had never seen that, and I saw Murray was gonna play, and I'm like, who the hell is that? I had no clue. Hey, what's up, Brian?
Cerundolo who?
I can't believe Tsitsipas and Fritz, man.
Tsitsipas who?
Damn.
All right, you ready to get this started?
Yeah.
By the way, we have a box of Ytex Square X sharp strings. Amazing. I played with them all day. Well, I hit ball machine balls and then fed balls, but nonetheless, I got a great feel for them. Served a lot too, right? I served like 3 baskets of balls, and I mean like 150 ball baskets roughly. So, 450 balls. Liked it a lot. The spin was gnarly. It's an 18 gauge. I didn't break it, so the durability for 18 is pretty gnarly. Anyway, there are only 5 people left out of
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
I'm so happy Halep lost because we don't have to hear
Ooh la la.
Mm-hmm. See the curse, because I didn't want him to get credit. I'm glad she lost.
Do you think Darren Cahill wanted Halep to lose?
Yes.
Explain.
Come on, man.
2 egos?
Yes, of course. If I was a pro coach, I was telling Blakely today, if I was a pro coach, a regular coach, it doesn't matter because you lose students, you get students, that's part of the deal, but a pro coach, if you get fired, that's basically telling you suck. And I need to find someone.
Well, whoa. No. There was some involvement with Nike and Adidas, Team Adidas, and then now if you notice, Cahill in the booth is wearing Nike. So there is meat behind the curtain there.
I'm sure he's happy.
Well, I'm sure they're both happy. But sometimes we go watch tennis matches, and even though we're not coaching one kid or the other kid, we see the way they act or the way they carry themselves, or if they're holding their racket head down like a slouch, we're like. But we don't say it. Do you think that's what Cahill is doing to Muratoglu?
Who knows?
He's
guys, I'll be honest with you. I taught all day, so I really haven't had a chance to look at matches. I'm going to tell you the truth. I haven't had a chance to do anything.
She balled out, though.
I'm sorry. I listened to Serena's match, and, like during breaks, we would look at it, and I put Nick Kyrgios while we were driving, but I really haven't seen any matches. So I was listening to Halep, but I never got to actually watch it. So, yeah.
All right, I'm going to read off a quick list, and we're going to get right into Serena. There are 5 people left for $700 cash, right?
That makes me smile.
5 people left. Out of all the players, there's 5 left. Let me tell you who those people are. Ashish. Let's go,
Who
bro.
does he have in his 5?
He has Medvedev defeating Coric.
Good. He's going to lose.
No, Coric has got this.
Swiatek defeating Rybakina.
He has Swiatek defeating Rybakina.
Hey, what's up, Mary Michael? I hope you're having a great time in college. We missed you, girl. I hope. We need to get your dad out to the tennis court, though. We had King and Queen of the court. You can come out anytime.
Can I be honest about someone not feeling kind of weak?
Sure.
So last night it was like 10:30.
I know you wrote something. I was dead asleep.
Okay, so it was like 10:30, and I was watching Catfish, the MTV show, and I could fast forward to the commercial. I can't stand advertisements. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, and it was like a sweet story, like it actually worked, and it wasn't a catfish. It was like they were destiny upon the ledge, you know. And I was like, I was heartfelt, and I had like a beer or two, and so I was, you know, when you have a beer or two, your emotions they tend to run freely, right? Or more so, and someone told me somehow Mary Michael's name came up. I can read it to you. Oh, I don't want to do that because it involved anyway. My mother wrote me a text message and was talking about the way some young ladies look these days. You know, the way they dress.
Oh yes, that's right. She mentioned.
You mean if I can find it, but I can't read you because it's private. I can read like the sentence. This is cool. So don't hate me, guys, because Mary Michael's like super important. I'll definitely do this for her. How do I find it?
I've got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, I think I have it. Hold on. And then my mom has something else to say. My mom she's a lifetime tennis mom.
Well, the problem is that we were talking about how a lot of girls, I think you guys heard us on the show where even my sisters that are like, could be my kids, they all get in front of a mirror and they post their pictures and they're sticking out their ass and stuff. And we see this a lot around the age of 18, 19, high school girls, you know, or they're going to college. They feel like they need to show their bodies and dress like little hoochies.
Man, there's so many.
And she mentioned Mary Michael that she wished.
Okay, my mom basically said this, and we'll squash it. We were talking about the way young ladies dress them or carry themselves, a lot of them. And my mom said that if that how Mary Michael, our daughter Liliana, our daughter Gabriella carry themselves, that's how you want your children to be. And when she said that, I was thinking about Mary Michael, hence why I put her trailer on this video. And like because I had a beer or two, I was watching the Catfish. It was all like, you know. Anyway, I got kind of sad.
She said she would like girls to have more wholesome look like Mary Michael.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I love Serena's outfit. Guys, please help me find these shoes. I want to buy them. I want the shoes. I really want her shoes.
And I can't yell at her for getting them because I buy shoes.
I want these shoes. Yeah. Tell me where to buy them. I'm not asking you to buy them. Tell me where to buy them.
Okay, the next player left out of the five, we mentioned Ashish. The next one is Kenneth Chow. Kenneth Chow has selected Nadal to beat Berrettini and Rybakina to beat Golf. Okay, if he gets that, he wins $700. The next one is B. Riding High. B. Riding High selected Nadal to beat Medvedev and Jessica Pegula to beat Ons Jabeur.
That's not happening.
And if you notice, these are
you know we're not going to give those $700 away. Everybody's going to lose.
I think someone's going to win it this year.
I don't think so.
I do.
No, we're down to five.
That's
funny. Some of those picks are hilarious.
And there was a lot of players.
Mary Michael said, "Justin, your mom's an angel." Seriously.
Thank you. She is indeed. Okay, the next player, Antek Kaminsky. Antek Kaminsky has Nadal defeating Medvedev and Osaka defeating Garcia.
That's laughable.
Beating Garcia.
That's laughable.
It's not.
Garcia?
Halep lost today to
Garcia.
To a Ukrainian, by the way. And
thank God.
Good for her. Yeah, let's go.
Excited.
Like, I was a little sketched out because Halep dealt her a bagel in the second set. So the girl Snugir, correct me if I'm wrong, won the first set. Then Halep bageled her in the second set, and then Snugir got up 5-1 in the third, and it ended up 5-4.
I'm so happy I don't have to hear that annoying grunt.
She did grunt hideously. Stupid. Unnecessary.
I'm so happy I didn't have to hear the grunt. I don't have to hear those grunts anymore.
Unnecessary.
I'm still shocked though by Sissy Potts and Fritz. Shocking.
That's right. A lot of you lost Fritz too.
Man. I have Fritz. I had Sissy Potts on my fantasy group.
Another that's left. Curling tennis. What's up? Curling tennis.
Kasatkina lost?
Yeah, Kasatkina went
down.
Oh
my God. See, that's what I said. Why didn't I listen to myself? Wait, is that Darius? Darius, the one who did our King and Queen today?
Oh, Darius. What's up, bro?
Alex?
Darius is a baller. He was playing with us tonight.
He's pretty cool. I like him.
Pretty good dude.
I cannot see. I should have followed my rule. I always say when someone wins a tournament before a Grand Slam, you never pick them because they're gonna lose.
Unless his name's George.
And I didn't listen to myself because there's Kasatkina. Fritz lost, I think, right? Like in the finals or close. No, it was Sissipas. We lost in the finals to Chorich.
Yep.
And I picked him, and I'm like, why did I do that? I should have known better.
Who does Chorich got in the first round again? I picked him on my fantasy team. And by the way, go back to that team. Where did he go? Who picked Chorich? Someone picked Chorich to win the $700, didn't they?
Yeah, somebody did, but that's not happening. That's not happening.
Who picked Chorich? Oh, yes, Ashish. Ashish picked Medvedev to beat Chorich and Swiatek versus Rybakina. If your theory is correct about if a player wins a tournament or a big tournament, an arduous tournament, just before a major, they're going to suck ass at the next tournament, such as the major.
And I'm usually right. Kusmova won, so I got 3 points. That's good because I need to make up for that. I'm trying to see if anybody big. I'm shocked that Krejcikova won. Really shocked. Tomjanovic won. I picked that. Let's see. Jabor won. Okay. Rodina beat Trevisan. Keys beat Yastremska. Yastremska will never be the same. I cannot believe Kasatkina. Wow. Goff won. Good win for Goff. She's got a good chance. So happy Halep lost.
The draw opened up.
Andreescu won. I picked Andreescu to win the U.S. Open.
Yeah. Watch out for her. Goff's draw opened up with the Halep loss. That has to gain confidence for the young lady. Halep goes down her section. Wasn't she in her section?
Yeah, I think Coco's lost to her quite a few times already, right? Van Lee said, what if you go to the finals but don't win? Same difference? You must pick, you mean you're talking about fantasy group family? You must pick what? What were the rules for the
What if you go what was the question?
What if you go to the finals but don't win? Same difference?
What if you go to the finals? I don't get it. For fantasy teams?
I don't know.
Sister the Queen. What's up? Roses are red, violets are blue. It's so damn good to see you.
You know what? Cahill walked away, Darius. He's probably tired of listening to her grunt. Sister, that grunt is annoying. The grunt is annoying every freaking point.
But what was the question? If you go to the finals?
I don't know. I'm asking Van Lee. No, for your jinx. You said if you win a tournament, you slip at the slam. Yeah, or make a final. Same thing. It's the same thing because you spend so much energy, before a slam. I feel like if you're going to have a shot at a Grand Slam, you shouldn't really bother too much the tournament before that. You should be fresh. And if you notice, these guys, Nadal, Djokovic, Federer, they really don't, they kind of lose. And you're like, oh, they're going to do
Sonego.
They're going to do really bad. But no, that's called strategy, people. That's called strategy.
Yes, it's tactics. It's pacing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely.
And they have to do it when they get older.
So Halep didn't fire Cahill? I know. Well, Cahill, like I said, he didn't want to hear the grunts.
So Cahill quit?
He was tired of the grunts. Plus, she looks like a little, what is the Lord of the Rings? The Hobbit.
Oh, the
she
Hobbit,
looks like a Hobbit. So, yeah.
She does look like a little Hobbit.
Yeah.
Do you know who Samantha Halep, if you mentioned she's a Hobbit, what was it, Sabalenka? No, Medvedev's coach. Daniil Medvedev's coach.
He's another Hobbit
He's a Hobbit.
From the Shire?
Yeah.
From the Shire.
Mm-hmm.
He's not Frodo.
What's his name? What is his name? Medvedev's coach. He's awesome.
He looks like not Frodo.
Yeah, can we find Frodo?
Sam, not Sam. Who is the other one? Pippin. He kind of looks like Pippin.
We're gonna find Medvedev's
Maybe.
coach.
Van Lee says the storyline for Coco winning would be poetic. Halep was in reporter. I think Coco has a great chance.
Medvedev coach. I'm gonna find this Hobbit. He was found on the Shire last week.
I was just watching them.
Hold on, I'm gonna find you this Hobbit. Okay, here. This is Medvedev's coach. Oh, he's short too. Oh no. All right, this is Medvedev's coach. See the guy on the right?
He is a short thing. Yeah, he looks like Pippin, kind of.
He's kind of cute.
Or wait. Let me find.
He's so
Lily's
cute.
laughing.
He's so cute.
Let's see. Who does he
look at Medvedev's like what?
I'm trying to find who he looks like.
He's a great coach though. What's his name? What's his name? Can someone tell me that? I'll send you a set of Y-Tech strings if you can tell me. Promise. Darius, tell me what the guy's name is, and I'll string your racket next time you're at the club. On me, just who's the coach, right? Okay. What's the next topic? All right, we're starting off. We haven't even started yet. We're 14 minutes in. Serena Williams to begin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yes.
This question is for you, Carla. Carla is a huge Serena fan. Now, I want you to tell them the story, and I don't want to speak. It may not be any big deal at all, period, but tell me about a time where you were, I think, maybe crossed paths with Serena.
I've met Serena quite a few times.
So
I told you guys.
So tell us the story.
When I was trying out for Reebok in New York, I was about 13. Richard Williams was the one on my court. that was giving me the tests. It was quite a few people.
And this was in New York?
This was in New York at Flushing Meadows where the US Open is held. We had to play points and stuff, and my mom was watching and people were watching, and I was beating all of them. But at the end, they were only supposed to pick 100 kids for the summer, and then 50 kids out of those 100 that made it in the summer, only 50 kids would make it to the winter, meaning that you got to train at Flushing Meadows indoors. You know, they would sponsor you. You'd wear all the gear, Reebok gear, because if you remember, the Williams sisters were sponsored by Reebok. You'd get the shoes, you get your tournaments paid for, lessons were free. So for me, that was a huge thing, a huge help to my parents. So I tried out for this, and how I found out about it was through my best friend. She was in the Reebok team. You know, she was in the Reebok team, so therefore I said, you know what? If she made it, I could make it, not to be bad, but I beat my best friend like 6-0, 6-0. I'm like, she made it.
And this was like a team Reebok was recruiting players. Is that what you're saying?
No, in New York they have the Reebok team and they have NYJTL. If you're from New York, you know what that means. There's two teams. They pay for everything. You know, they help out junior tennis students. So I got Richard Williams on my court. He's the one that's grading me on, you know, whatever, what I'm doing. And when they called the kids together, he didn't call my name, but one of the coaches was next to our court and he saw it and he said, that's wrong. And so he put my name in it. I met them. I met all of them. Then when I was playing challengers, my coach, Wesley Baptiste, we used to go to West Palm Beach. I was about 18 years old.
Nice brother, New York City.
We used to go to their house. You know, this was before they were super famous. We used to go down to the Rick Macy's Academy. And I was watching Serena beat someone like in the 50 in the world. Venus was already a pro. And I needed a ride home, and my coach was going to stay back with her dad. So she gave me a ride home. She had like a Mercedes at that point.
Let's go.
She was very young. She wasn't super famous yet. Got to talking to her a little bit. We crossed paths many other times because I kept going to her house. I always thought she was great. I never liked her sister, but it seems like they kind of flipped, you know. Yeah. Venus became more of talkative, and Serena became a lot more bitchier, I guess, because she became famous. But
it's okay.
I've met them quite a few times, been in their house, sat in their house, met their mom, met their dad. I could tell you interesting stories, and I can tell you that a lot of the movie is not what you see. But
I thought the movie was good, though. Granted, there's some things that may not have been exactly the truth, but I thought you know.
I mean, I think it's great. It's inspiring. I always tell you guys, to me, without the Williams sisters, I think that they brought a lot of minorities to tennis. I know for sure it pumped me up. I know in New York, it brought a lot of us kids who couldn't afford tennis, you know, to want to be like them, to want, you know, to have, you felt like you had the opportunity to you know, have the opportunities they had, you know, because you've never seen that before. When I started playing tennis, it was Steffi Graf, you had Chris Ever, Martina Navratilova, Monica Seles, people you couldn't really relate to. But when the Williams sisters came out, that was a whole different ballgame.
I agree.
So, I mean, for me, I was like, I loved it. Loved the, you know, the beads in the hair. You know, I love the fact that they came from nothing.
No, by the way, just saying, but Compton, California, right? I'm not saying I was from Compton, but grew up San Diego and Encinitas, you know, and it's kind of interesting to see how small of a community tennis is. You know, the beautiful thing about the sport is you can play anywhere, any size, any shape, any culture, any creed, any race, any religion, and we're all the same.
But I think that they help that.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Arthur Ashe was there, sure, but I think Serena and Venus opened that door even more. So, and that's, you know, I listened to Coco Gauff's interview and agree with her. Many of us played because of them.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed, especially.
Even though I'm the same age, I'm 43, so I'm a year older than Venus. But I'm just saying, watching these girls do it and knowing how much my parents struggle and how my dad had to work really hard to pay for different coaches, because he knew how to play tennis, but I had different coaches. But just to know that I can do it, and this is not just, you know, this sport is for everybody, they made that happen.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes when we teach, when Carl and I teach, we sit back, and it's not our first rodeo. We've been around the game a long time. We've coached for a long time, 22 years, whatever. But a lot of times we sit back and we don't say anything. And at the end of the night, we're on the way home, and we talk to one another. We're like, you know, sometimes we see the most choose my words carefully here, but sometimes we see the most not wrong things, but no, unnecessary things, right? The drama here, drama there. Just shut up and play. And that's how Carla and I approach the game. And anyone else that has the mindset, just stay positive. Shut up and play. Keep your mouth shut. There's an old saying. A gentleman named Will Rogers said, "My dad is a quoter on this one. Never pass up an opportunity to keep your mouth shut. Just don't pass up the opportunity. It's not that you're being a dick. It's just that
I have a hard time being quiet.
Okay.
I have a very hard time being quiet, Justin.
That's my problem. I was gonna say
I open my mouth. Sometimes if I don't like something, I'll say it. And if somebody pushes the wrong buttons, I'll say it. So I have a hard time.
Okay, so she mentioned that she was a Serena fan. So let me show you some shoes that are quite rare. So these are Carla's shoes. So she has laces in them that say Concrete Jungle. Boom, boom. I picked those out, though. So this is a Jordan 1 mixed with a collaboration with the Serena Vapor line with the ankle straps, everything you see her wearing. These are B shoes, right? Jordan 1s, Concrete Jungle, New York City laces.
I'm from New York, so yeah.
Let's go.
Definitely from New York.
And I would think that you might as well go ahead and buy another pair now. Or otherwise, you might as well stop playing in these.
I stopped playing on them for a reason, yeah. Alex PR said, the less you say, the less you have to explain yourself. True. But, like for me, I usually stay quiet. But if you push the wrong type of button, you'll see a side of me that you don't want to see.
Yeah.
And I think most of you guys have heard me. They're like, oh, I can tell Carla's from New York. That comes out of me, I think that's what my parents moved me because they knew how tough I was. And New York makes you very tough. It makes you not take any shit from anyone.
You have two sides of angry. You have one side that, whatever, dealt with this before, get lost. But then there's one side like, oh shit, I crossed the line. Then you just gotta never pass up an opportunity to keep your mouth shut and it's pretty loud when that happens. That happens rarely. But it's not fun when that happens. It's really not.
As Sue says, my dad used to buy a lefty newspaper here in Mexico, and by the time the Williams came into space, they dedicated a lot of space and pages.
What's a lefty newspaper?
I was reading the sports section like I was really stoked.
Define lefty newspaper.
Like liberal?
I've never heard of this.
Liberal?
I don't know. I'm curious.
I'm telling you, we're all gonna miss. I think I have Brandon, some guy on Instagram that follows me. I used to have the Serena racket. Remember, I sold it.
You still have it?
No, I sold it.
I kept it. No, the gold one, the signature
I sold
autograph.
that one.
But you still have it.
I'm sure I'm gonna get emotional too. I thought she would lose tonight, and I'm happy that she won. And I'm gonna get emotional because for me, I love Serena. I remember when she was 19 years old, and I think she was 19. She won her first US Open. Oh my God, I was like in my job. I was working in the front desk of a hotel, and I was jumping up. And the GM's looking at me, and I'm jumping up. I'm jumping up with joy because I've met her, and I know, what it takes. Tennis is a tough sport, guys. It's for any of those people. Even though we give a lot of grief to a lot of these players that we think sucks, Sabalenka, one of them.
Why do you hate on her so bad? She's actually not that bad. She just.
But I'm giving credit.
She got mad.
I'm giving credit.
You don't only like Sabalenka because I used to joke with you that she was hot, and she's really not.
No.
But I just told her she was hot to piss you off.
Okay, thank you, Darius. I'm giving credit. It is tough to be a tennis pro. It is very tough to get there. You must be lucky. You must have good talent, right?
A hell of a lot of talent.
And you must have some money to get there or sponsor.
Look, there is okay. When you're in the top 500 in the world, and maybe even the top 1,000, or maybe the top 5,000, there's a difference between a really good player and a professional tennis player. Let's say a 4.5, 5.0, 5.5 male open tennis player, whatever. You can get out there and serve really good, and you can hit your backhand sometimes really good. Your forehand's dominant, and you can hit the drop shot, but you can't do it every day. Maybe once a month you can rip it, and the other days you just suck. And I'm a victim of it too. I feel you. But when you step on the court with the professional or a D1 player, it's mind-boggling what they can do with the ball, and it's hard to read. You wherever you go, it's very difficult. And this is at the D1 level. We've hit with many D1 players, many, and they are dangerous.
I can't touch.
Imagine being them, but way better.
I definitely can't touch the D1 guys. I think
too much.
I think I could with the girls.
It's
for
too
sure.
much. Girls, yeah, but
I think I for the
too
girls
much.
for sure, but not the guys.
Too much.
That's a whole other level.
It's a whole up. You know that's look. When I got older, it was where I realized that that's too much, and coaching became a passion. Luckily, my dad pushed me into coaching when I was 10. But yeah, that's another level. But when you've seen it and you're there and you've been on court with it and you feel it and you see the way that these professionals approach the game, amazing. It's incredible, and that's why they get paid. At least the top 20. I think outside of the top 20, you're pretty much breaking even from coaching and hotel rooms and cars and rentals and apartments, your team, your nutritionist, your trainer, your physio, your massage therapist, your meals, and it goes on and on and on. I think outside that top 20, you're broke. You know, I think the players union needs to do something more for that, because besides the top 20, maybe top 50, or if you're Eugenie Bouchard showing her ass on Instagram simply to get views, then that's fine. No, she has no ass. She's got a narrow ass, but the ass that she shows, that narrow, skinny, like.
Okay, enough.
Yeah.
A more joker said, how can U.S. Open stop the greatest race in sports history between Novak and Rafa? It's just sad.
Okay.
Well, I think you.
I got it. This is okay. I'm her joker. This is my mom at 74 years old that doesn't watch tennis. She's a tennis fan. She raised us in the game, or my dad did, and she was married. She's a tennis mom. My mom sent me a message today, and the message, I'll put it in a nutshell. Now, my mother is not pro this or pro that or anti this or anti that. She was just relaying a message that Moderna, I guess, is a company that made a vaccine booster or vaccine shot. Moderna is one of the main sponsors of the U.S. Open. Well, Djokovic didn't take it. How can they let him play? Blew my mind. I was like, okay, well, whoa.
That makes a lot of sense.
Wow, think about it. Moderna sponsored the U.S. Open. He didn't take it. Who pays for the roof on the stadium?
Makes a lot of sense.
Wawrinka, huh?
Wawrinka withdrew from TIP.
Oh, that was messed up. Why did Wawrinka walk over though?
Who knows? Too big.
Does anybody know the answer to that question? And by the way, Darius, I wrote this down a minute ago. Before I forget, go to the next topic. Darius answered the coach for Medvedev, and he mentioned he was a Venus fan. Venus she'll get mad, but I love Venus, and she calls me crazy. I love Venus. Look, when I was really young, and I'm 45. I'll be 45 in 2 months. When Venus was rolling off Wimbledon's, I was in shock and awe. She had such a beautiful game, and when she held up the Wimbledon trophy for the first time, and she smiled with the beads, and this glistening smile with the white beads and the all white, she looked like an angel to me. And I think about that. Oh, I love Venus. I love Venus.
I'm with you, Alex PR.
Do you know? Do you know? By the way, there is a young lady in one of our clinics that has the grace of Venus.
Rhoda.
Yes, she has poise, and she is a Venus Williams and through and through. She has poise, and she's a good girl. You can see it. She'll never see this, but
Darius, before who? You mean Slogan Stevens? I'm not getting jealous, as we are. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious, actually. I laugh.
Yeah.
You know, because my boy won today. So.
Who? Who's your boy? Nadal? He didn't even play.
Iron Man.
Vucevic? Oh, that was a walkover, though.
Oh.
Who does he play next? Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Does Vucevic play John Millman next? Who does Vucevic play next? John Millman?
He could beat him.
Where's Vucevic?
Iron Man.
He plays Davidovich Fokina.
Oh, they're both cuties.
That's a battle.
Yeah. They're both cuties.
I don't even remember.
But I like Iron Man. Let's go.
I don't even remember what Davidovich Fokina looks like.
He's blondie.
He can whack the ball.
He's blondie. That's all I know.
But he can whack the ball.
He's blondie.
He's not. Oh yeah, he's a clay court guy, right?
Yeah, he's a clay court guy.
Like Rude one.
Yeah, I can't believe that Rude one. All right, what's your next topic?
Okay, anyway, much love to Serena. Before we move on.
Oh, did we tell you guys we spoke to Darren LeBeau?
Oh, we did.
He's a cool fellow. Looks exactly how he looks on his Instagram.
He's not a catfish. He's real. He's a real dude.
Really enjoyed talking to him.
Darren LeBeau, yes.
And Batista, who lost. And you know who else lost? Wife beater.
Bashalisvili.
Bashalisvili. Karma. I have a video out there, like, isn't karma real? I say in the video.
Okay, so you're telling me that Bashalisvili lost because he potentially beat his wife. You're telling me that Zverev, Sasha, aka Puppy Hater, busted his ankle up because he was potentially beating his wife.
Absolutely.
And you are telling me that Stefano Sissy Boy Sissy Pass got beaten today because he smacked his dad with a tennis racket?
Karma. Isn't karma amazing?
I mean, we're onto something here.
Watch my video. My son, we told her not to eat cookies in his room.
Roaches.
He runs up and listens to us, and he's yelling up there. My older son tells me he's yelling, so I grab my camera and I say, "Isn't karma amazing?
Yeah.
I told you not to eat cookies in your room, and the roach came for you."
Yeah,
he's like, "The roach is this big."
That was funny.
That was hilarious. And you're like, yeah, I told him not to do that. Watch the video. Hilarious.
Yeah, I had the thing.
Justin posted on our
it's a short.
Hilarious.
Ever scared of roaches, I think. Okay, all right. So anyway, much love to Serena. Please, if someone, I follow everything sneakers. Believe me, I look for rare watches.
You guys can tell me where to buy the shoes.
Let us know, and surely it'll be a drawing. By the way, yesterday, I don't usually buy all white shoes because we teach on clay. And they're not usually that valuable. So there was a launch yesterday from the company On. Roger Federer has a shoe with On. And it was a collaboration shoe, and it was a box set of 2 shoes. It had a mid that was like a casual mid, and then it had the court shoe, the Roger Federer Pro, and it was in black and white but with black highlights. Anyway, the box was $550, so I had to put in for a drawing for it, and I put $550, and I'm like, oh man, I can't believe I'm dropping $550 on a pair of all white shoes. And then Carla was like, no, he'll retire. And anyway, long story short is I put in for the drawing and I didn't get it. But you know what I did get? I was able to score a pair alone of his Roger Federer Pro shoes. So I scored a pair. I'm not going to wear them. I'll flip them when he retires. But I got a pair of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a pair. Have you guys ever seen those shoes, by the way? Have you seen the Roger Federer On shoes? So if you go to this app, it's called Kith, Kith. And it kind of links you to drawings of special shoes. Anyway, so where's my drawing? So here's my drawings, and here with
Blakely, you gotta help me find these shoes because I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah, let's get that going.
I'm trying to find this. Trying to find her shoe.
Okay, so here's the drawing I got. I don't know if you can see this, but the shoe on the right was the Roger Federer mid, and the one on the left is the court shoe in all white. And the shoes aren't dirty; they were made to look like they had red clay like mashed into them. The problem is, and Carla said it perfectly, Roger Federer wasn't a clay court guy. I wonder why they didn't make it look like grass was meshed in it. I don't know why. And the guy that was the collaboration, and the shoes are called RF squared, RF2, Roger Federer squared. I have that tattoo on my back. Do you know when Roger Federer was in his heyday? I got a big ass Roger Federer tattoo on my back right here, a big, huge logo on my back. And now I'm like, I can't even get a pair of shoes. I almost got pissed off. I almost like wrote a letter to the president of On saying, bro, you declined me for your drawing for this 2 pairs of shoes, but I got Homeboy's logo tattooed as big as it's big on my back, right? I didn't even get it, but okay, so look, here's the mid. I'm trying to find you a picture of it. It's not really fancy. It's just plain Jane, run the mill, right? It's like an Air Force One, but not even as good. And then here's the court shoe. Anyway, I put in for the drawing, didn't get it. Ultimately, I checked on eBay and a couple other places. That same box set right now is selling for $5,000.
I know.
You were right.
I know Nick Kyrgios and Glukanakis are playing. It looks like Kyrgios got it. I enjoy watching Glukanakis. I wish that he would do better. I think it sucks that he had to play his buddy. He
Yes. Now.
didn't even pay attention. He listened to the shoes.
Oh man, I get hooked on shoes. I'm sorry.
All right.
Anyway, I did get a pair of the black and white On shoes. They'll be here in like a week or so, but I did get a pair of those. Okay, anyway, enough about shoes. Carla told me last night that the U.S. Open tickets for the U.S. Open, especially during the Serena matches, were insanity, like crazy. For the very highest level at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Now, granted, we've been there.
I haven't been to the new. I mean, I was there when the old, but the building
even then.
I left. Yeah.
But since that, monumental upper deck, I was there 07, 08, doing some apprentice stuff with stringing. Anyway, long story short, we were able to go to the top rack and kind of sit up there, and we were watching Federer play Djokovic in 07 and Federer play Murray in 08. And honestly, as a group of guys that were really kind of working, we realized that we get a better view in the shop and on the screen, like the TV inside, right? So they were anyway. Well, long story short, but the seats up there were something like 700 a pop, and I've never seen it up there sold out completely. Been there two times for finals, Federer in both, Murray in one, and Djokovic in the other.
I'm sure that if she
And the top was not near full up there.
Que soon as do spectators have to get vaccinated to enter US Open?
No,
I don't know.
If you're not from the US, I think so.
I have no clue. No clue. I couldn't answer that.
Bullshit either way.
What was I gonna say? I'm sure that her next round is going to be very expensive. Gary says as long as she's striking the ball clearly, she sure does. Constantly strikes a clean ball. But Constantly has had a very bad year, tennis.
You know, that's a great
very bad year of tennis, and that's why I think she's beatable.
Darius is always obviously a tennis fan. One of our next topics was going to be Serena Contavi.
She said if she loses, she should retire.
So look though, check this out. We'll go down Darius' street for a minute. Check this out. If this was Serena Williams in say 2009, I just threw out a year. Not that she was incredibly dominant versus any other year, but let's just say vintage Serena. Her first round match we watched tonight, right? Next round would be Contavi. Okay, you know, vintage Serena versus Contavi. Who gives a shit? And then the likes of Tom Lanovich, and then maybe Krunic, and then maybe Shelby Rogers or Sakari in the quarters, and then maybe now Snegur that took out Halep in the semis. As long as Serena can stay mobile and not play defense too much, she has a shot, especially with Halep gone. See, Halep can defend all day. She can retrieve all day. She can just run laps around you finally after you pass out. She's a very long-winded player. She grinds. She didn't grind out today. We'll get into that in a moment. But Serena has confidence now, especially. I'm sure Serena was thinking like, geez, you know, if I freaking have to make the semifinals against Halep, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to keep up with her. Oh my good grief. I'm going to have to serve 37 aces. They have a chance to win. But now with Halep out of the whole half of the draw, everyone that she plays is going to have the jitters. Is going to be nervous. Is going to be pissing in their pants when Arthur Ashe is freaking sold out, chanting Serena, Serena.
Don't we have a student that's going like next Saturday or something like that because he feels like he might be able to watch Serena?
Watch out.
Took a chance.
I think LeBron and Drake, I think everyone is there to support her. Common, her ex-boy, all there. What? Jay-Z? Master P? I'm kidding about Master P.
Oh,
New Orleans, let's go. I thought I told you.
I hated that.
N.O., baby, N.O.
Do you think Serena can make it to the 4th round? Plan to get tickets. Don't plan until she plays Contavi.
Okay, Sister the Queen. Who does she got? Contavi next. I think Contavi will probably win that. I hate to say it. I hope not, but I think Contavi. Don't be shocked if Contavi wins like 4-2. Be careful with that one. I love you.
Contavi's had a bad year though.
But maybe not. Maybe again.
She's had a really bad year.
Maybe Contavi will come out and take a shit in her pants when she realizes how much pressure is going to be in that stadium. But I wouldn't be shocked if Contavi handles that. But nerves is a huge key.
I have Tomljanovic beating her in the next round.
Don't forget that Krejcikova, the girl that won the French Open and then was kind of one and done. She's hanging around.
She would have to play Tomljanovic or Rapinoe, whatever.
Yeah, and then after that, you know, Ons Jabeur potentially and the quarterfinals. Marie, the back foot forehand, Sakari, whatever. And don't forget Coco Gauff's in there.
He's saying 4th round.
Okay, 4th round. Her toughest matchup would be
Krejcikova or Tomljanovic.
Yep. Krejcikova or Tomljanovic, or someone squeezing in there like Harriet Dart. I'm just kidding. We're gonna notice Harriet Dart made it into the 2nd round. Good job for her though. Gotta put it. Gotta give her some credit.
Michael Walker kept texting me. He's like, the dress designer made Serena look skinnier in that dress.
All right, we're gonna squash this topic about the tickets, but I did do some research. You know, I always do research. I study, really do. Boom, boom. Okay, gotta take notes, man. Gotta study, gotta write. Someone else will if you don't. Mm-hmm. Okay, the top section seats at Ashe. Of Up at the top, not quite at the top, kind of in the middle of the top, we're up to $1,200 a ticket. Up front or up top in the middle row, so not at the lower level, but the mid level, not the high level, right in the middle, but at the top of the middle, right around 1,200. The lower section was anywhere between $1,400 and $4,000, and they were all sold out. She's doing good, girl. Mm-hmm. Let's go. I think that she deserves to put as much pressure on any opponent that she wishes to do, and I think we should applaud that. Okay. Next.
Are we going to U.S. Open?
No.
I couldn't even go to see my son for Parents Weekend at Colorado Springs.
We have our own U.S. Open right up the street where we go every day.
Yeah, I know, but I'm planning to go to U.S. Open next year. I want to go.
We better be working 7 days a week.
New York's not that expensive.
We got 5 kids.
We have 3 here.
But okay, there's 5 of us. We gotta get on an airplane. That's what, $600 a piece.
We can drive there, Justin.
That's like $5,000 for 5 plane tickets. Are you serious?
You can drive there. I've done it before.
So we're gonna pound a Subaru with 2 dogs, 1 pit bull, and
no,
one.
I'm gonna get someone to babysit them. No, they're not coming.
So 2 days up, 2 days back, 5 of us.
Man, we'll have fun. Don't worry.
Yeah, but
don't worry about it.
Ready to get a tent.
You were doing it for Fish, but you want to do it for the U.S. Open?
But Fish is one night, not a whole week.
No, I mean,
and Fish is like playing across the bay.
You would take a plane ticket if Fish was like in Colorado Springs, so get real.
Because our son's there.
No, get real. Come on.
That's just like 2 peas in a pod. I would go to Fish in Colorado because our 2 oldest sons are there.
I'm going with Blakely now.
Oh, well, I'm gonna roll.
We are going.
I'm
going with Blakely.
Don't leave me out, man. Better let me get in a suitcase.
We're going.
Stop playing around so much. I'm telling you, shit expensive.
We're going.
Shit expensive. Okay, next topic. Cerundolo who?
Cerundolo.
Who?
Cerundolo.
Okay, Cerundolo got his ass whipped by Murray, and I told you so.
Got beat by Scottish.
Cerundolo needs to be compared to Sonego. What do I mean? Last year, or maybe it was even the year before, when Novak Djokovic solidified his time to set the record for the longest ranked player to be #1 in the world, I think Djokovic actually beat Borna Coric in a tight match. I think it was in tell me the tournament. Was it in China? Did it happen in China or in France? It was a Masters 1000 anyway. No, it was a 500. I think it was like in Hamburg or something. Whatever. It wasn't on clay. It was hard court. And it might have been red clay. But Djokovic beat, I think it was Coric. And he got his record. He had just won like Wimbledon or something. And he got the record. In the next match, he lost to Sonego. And everyone that, saw this was like, oh my God, Sonego's the new God, like everyone said about Raducanu. Raducanu who? Who the hell are you talking about? Sonego what? Cerundolo who? My question is who the hell is Cerundolo who and Raducanu who? And what's the other bozo's name I just said? I already forgot. Cerundolo, Sonego, Raducanu who? It's the same shit, right? There's a little luck involved. It's called someone attains something. They don't need to work any harder. They don't need to get hurt. Okay, you can have the match. Sonego was gifted. Ostapenko. Oh, got big, girl. Damn. Ostapenko looks like the damn Michelin Man. Suck it up, girl. Let some air out that tire. Damn, girl. You know who else was kind of chunky? Coco Vandeweghe. You said this? Did you see Coco Vandeweghe? You know who Coco Vandeweghe is? Luke Bryan, the doubles guy. What was it? Luke, you met the guy.
Luke and Mike Bryan.
Luke and Jensen. Jensen. Yeah, the Jensens. Yeah, the Jensen brothers. So Jensen, he was hitting
Luke Jensen and who was the other one?
The long-haired doubles players back in the 80s.
They're bald now.
Yeah, they got bald heads.
Yeah.
But one of them is coaching Coco Vandeweghe.
Taylor Townsend is playing, yep.
I like Taylor. But Coco Vandeweghe showed up in the camera for an interview with the Jensen. I forget which Jensen it was.
Luke.
And they both looked like really plumpy. I'm like, damn. I told Carla, if Vandeweghe wins a round, I'm going to be shocked. Did Vandeweghe win today? I didn't even write this. I thought about it. Did Coco Vandeweghe win today? She got her ass whipped? How bad?
Not that bad, but she got her ass whipped.
Told you. Ostapenko. Oh, it got big. Okay, Cerundolo who? You know how many? So many of you picked Cerundolo.
No. What's his name? Gene said to me a message cannot change.
No.
And I said, sure, change it.
Oh, did he change before?
Before, yes.
Okay. I trust my brother.
He's like, I'm gonna change it to somebody else. So he did. Shelton lost.
I believe
And
it.
I said, this is why I was like, me too. But I was like, why is he
Absolutely.
turning pro? You know, he didn't even beat, what's his name? Snorri. You know?
Look, I'm gonna tell.
Yeah, poor Kanakis. Good looking dude. Unfortunately, his tennis is not that good looking.
Do you think he just made Nick Kyrgios work a little bit less as to maybe keep him more rested for latter round?
No.
Okay. By the way, does anyone out there ever follow badminton? Badminton.
I can play it. I
Okay.
can follow it.
There was an Olympics that occurred, and I forget the year, but there was a semifinal taking place between, I think, it was two Chinese players. And then in the final, they were awaiting a person from a different country. So there was one player that was much better than the other Chinese player in that semifinal. So the country made the lesser of the two that still made the semifinals throw the match to the better player as to be rested for the final. Do you support things like this if you're talking about Fed Cup, ATP Cup, well, Davis Cup? Forget ATP Cup, that's different. But back to the Davis Cup or any of these cups that involve your country. Would you, if you had two players from the USA, let's say you had Venus and Serena back in the day, and you were facing someone like Spion today, you know, that's kind of better than everybody else, and you had Serena and Venus meet in one semifinal, kind of like you used to have Djokovic playing Murray in every semifinal, and you'd have Federer and Nadal in the other semifinal, and kind of flip-flopped it a little bit. Anyway, would you from your country tell the lesser of the two, hey, just go ahead and lose, you're going to lose anyway, don't make it a 5-setter, and so this person can be rested for the final and then ultimately have it at more energy?
No.
It's a tough question.
No. Alex VR says, it was crazy. I think yesterday that they were showing beach volleyball on Tennis Channel. I don't understand. Laugh out loud. I do understand. Was it girls?
I do too, bro.
Was it girls, Alex?
It was definitely girls.
Because it was girls. Obviously, they're trying to get more viewers.
Hey, what channel was it on, dude?
Tennis Channel.
Really?
Yeah.
I was kidding. I was being facetious, and you like answered it. They had beach volleyball on the Tennis Channel? Damn. Hit the record button. I'm telling you, the Brazilian team is amazing. Look,
I smacked him on the head again.
dude, Brazil could be 0-22, and I'd be in the front row, like, let's go. Freaking waving the flags. Let's go, Brazil. We got this. Doing the wave by myself. That's what I would be doing. Right?
This is like,
I'd be doing the wave. No one there. Birds chirping. Freaking.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right. Cerundolo who? Foolish.
Oh, my God.
Foolish. Okay, next up. Ludwig van Beethoven has once again presented himself at a major and won.
Yeah.
Ludwig van Beethoven. Excuse me. Ludwig van Richthofen. And did the other guy, Ludwig van der Schmalk, did he win?
I don't know if he played. I don't think he played yet.
I think he did play.
Oh, did he? I don't know. Let's see.
Ludwig,
You know what's funny? That my iPhone's telling me bedtime, like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock.
Did Van der Schmalk play? Oh, they both won. Okay, check this out. Botic van de Zandschulp, okay, and as well, Ludwig van Beethoven, Richthofen. It's easier to say Beethoven. Beethoven, they both won. What are their chances? And I think they both meet in the same quarter. Yes, there is a chance. There is a chance that Botic van de Zandschulp may very well meet up against Van Richthofen in the 4th round, but Van Richthofen must get through Casper Ruud, and Van der Zandschulp must get through Mutet that had a walkover against Wawrinka.
Why are we working late? Because we got back from the clinic late.
We didn't start coaching until 8:30.
Then we had to take a shower.
And we had to drive an hour home. And then eat. And then put the children in bed.
It's going to be like that all week.
Go, how we roll. Only have us 2 weeks a year. Actually, we do it for every major. So like 2, 4, 6, 8.
Do you all drink coffee?
No, margarita.
No, margarita. But he drinks coffee, yes, in the morning.
In the morning.
I can't drink much. I get vertigo, so there's something that caffeine does to me, so I don't drink too much coffee. Yeah.
It's just it. It's just the energy.
Yeah. We're getting Wednesday and Friday, Darius. You were like, yeah, you're there, man.
Let's go. Oh, my mom's still up. Mom, you gotta go to bed, man.
Yeah,
Couldn't go to sleep, so tuned in. That's my mom. Mom, you need to go to bed. Just saying. A little late. 11 o'clock. We shouldn't even be here. I mean, I enjoy being here. So, okay.
I'm drinking Blakely's favorite drink.
Yes, I told you about Andy Murray. I told you about Cerundolo who. What are your thoughts on Andy Murray moving forward? Think about it.
Who does he play next?
He's won this before. Andy Murray next plays. Stop me. Come on, Andy Murray, where you at, man? I didn't write this in.
Who does he play next?
I'm trying to find where he is, baby.
Is Dominic Thiem done?
Oh, he plays John Millman.
He's got a good chance. Hey, by the way, if you guys go back to the show where I said that Thiem, when he won his slam, he was done after that. I told you guys before injury that would be the only slam that Thiem would ever win. That's it. That would be the only slam. I said he was done. Very done. Before we even remember, before the injury. He's been done. He was lucky. Millman is not easy, but Millman doesn't really have weapons, Kasoon. I mean, he really doesn't.
Okay, so Millman, though, is a fighter. He'll brawl with you. Millman is not the best player on paper. He doesn't have the prettiest game. But he's like someone you don't want to run into at a bar and get into a bar fight because he's going to whip that ass. Or maybe he'll whip your ass, but he'll make you wish you never, whether you beat his ass or not, he's going to bruise you up some. Does that make any sense? Mm-hmm. Millman is going to bruise you up. He is going to fight. So every last one. I don't know. No, Millman won. Millman beat Emilio Nava, the kid from the USA. Mm-hmm. Millman will play Andy Murray next. I think Andy Murray will slice and dice him.
Darius said Millman lost.
Did he really?
Let's check this out because we can't trust Justin.
No, I didn't watch it. I just assumed. I was jotting names, so I guess I picked that one wrong, right?
You need to do your homework.
So Millman lost to Emilio Nava?
Let me look. I'm looking. Yep.
Damn, good for him.
Oh, he get definitely.
So Murray's rolling to the third round. There's no doubt about that. So Murray's going to walk to the third round, and then Murray's going to face the winner between Berrettini and Holt. Holt could beat Berrettini.
Hopefully Charlie Alcaraz loses tomorrow, Jose P. I hope so too.
Oh, you know what? Do you know what? Oh my goodness. Where's Holt? Where's Holt? Berrettini. Okay, the guy that beat Fritz is the same dude you and I were watching in qualies that had the big game. Do you remember? Didn't Holt go through the qualies? Did Holt go through the qualies?
I didn't think he had a big game.
He had a big game.
No.
And he's in his own. Watch out for Holt. That kid can play. Yes, that kid can ball.
I didn't think he had a big game.
That kid can ball. Holt can play. Big game. Big game. Big tall. Big game. Watch out for Holt.
Big tall. He looks normal.
Watch. He's got a big game.
Okay.
Holt's got a chance there. I didn't realize. Good for Holt. Let's go. Anyway, there's a chance that Beethoven is going to be reincarnated by the third round. Okay. Cerundolo who? A lot of kind of what? Okay, I also wrote this Bashlasvili who?
Sissy who?
Sissipas who? Warika walk where? Warika what? Where'd you go? Halep what? Ooh la la. Halep who?
I wonder what Patrick tells her. Like after she lost. Like what can you tell her? I'm so sorry you're paying me millions of dollars and you still lost in the first round.
Do you think a player at that level actually needs a coach? Like, if you're Simona Halep, do you need someone to tell you how to hit the forehand or what tactics to play? Or hey, you hit the ball over there, your opponent's not there. Hey, let's go for the +1, +2. Or what do you think at that level? Do you really need a coach? I mean, it's important to have guidance, to have someone to keep you regimented and to do your workouts and to study film. But what do you think the need is outside of theatrics that Simona Halep needs Patrick Mouratoglou? Or is it just to get sponsors and get extra limelight and extra commercials?
You need someone to talk to.
It's theatrical.
Kenzo said, what would you guys do if Raducanu defends her title?
Laugh.
That's never going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
I don't even have to think about it.
Who said that?
Kasoon.
Okay. That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
If so, you can tell me.
I got a better chance of winning the lottery than her winning the UFC.
Okay, soon I'll make you a deal. If Raducanu defends her title, whatever you want me to do, barring it's nothing like that's not acceptable, I'll do it here at the live show after that happens. So if Raducanu defends her title, you can come up with something. I don't care what it is outside of not being anything like you get what I'm saying, out of question. And we don't make these shows for kids, obviously. We do it for 18 plus. So anything that's not, like crazy, I'll do it if she defends her title. Okay.
Justin cuts his hair.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay, then don't say that.
Not doing that. I would not do that. That's not on the table. For sure. It's still there.
Oh, God. Look, the little rat ponytail.
Yeah. That's down in my middle of my back. We're talking about rat ponytail. That's not short. That goes way back. That's long.
It's a little rat ponytail.
Really?
I mean, it's like what's the name of that movie with
Because I don't have much hair left.
What's the name of that movie with Nicolas Cage? Con Air type of ponytail.
Girl, man.
I mean, have you seen that movie, Con Air? Have you seen his hair?
Well, no, but
it looks exactly like yours. And then the ponytail, like a little rat ponytail, that's what I call it.
So now I got some shit.
I mean,
you've been holding this in for like 10 years or some shit?
No, you think it looks great.
I don't think anything looks great. I don't even pay attention. I just throw a hat on.
I mean, we laugh. Lily and I just laugh.
Do you know the real story why my hair's long? I grew my hair to a point, and I told Carla I wanted to get dreadlocks. I like dreadlocks.
Stop.
But she wouldn't let me get them. And I said, okay, I'm going to grow my hair out until I get my dreadlocks back. And she won't let me do it. So I just let my hair grow. And I said, before I cut my hair off, I'll have my dreadlocks again. Period. And she won't. She's like, nah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to grow it. And then I'm not going to cut it until you can say, okay, finally I can have my dreadlocks back for a little while. And then I'll shave it off.
Well, you keep having that rat ponytail.
Exactly.
We're going to call him, what's the character's name in Nicolas Cage? That's what's going to be his name. Okay. You look just like him right now. You
look like Salma Hayek or something.
No, I wish I did, but no.
I tried to flip that on you like that. You were giving me a compliment, but you weren't. Okay. What else do I got?
Do you think Layla has a better chance of shot this year? Absolutely, much better. Raducanu's going to have a tough time tomorrow against Cornet. I'm going to be rooting for at least Cornet for sure.
You know who I'm rooting for? Alexander Bublik. Let's go, Bublik.
He's kind of dumb.
No, he's a realist. Bublik's a realist.
No, he don't.
He tells it like it is. He says, look, I'm not trying to kiss anybody's ass. I'm just playing because I got to pay my bills. And yeah, I'll tell you that. You want to interview me? I'm telling you, I don't like tennis. I don't want to do it, but it's my job, right?
Thank you. I don't think that Alex Bublik is going to do good anyways, but whatever.
I agree with you. Tomorrow, our second round matchup, Camilla Giorgi, the Barbie doll herself, against Madison Keys. One of the most intriguing matchups this upcoming second round, and it's on the women's side, in my opinion. Thoughts on that match? Giorgi or Keys? Who you got?
Didn't Giorgi win today?
They both won.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go for
second round matchup.
I'm going to go for Keys for sure.
Be careful with that. That's going to be a good match. Serena versus Annette Kontaveit.
I'm going to go with Serena.
I'm going to go with Serena too, just because I want that to happen. Again, don't be shocked if it's a lopsided win the other way, but go Serena. Let's go.
I think this is funny. New York Post says Bill Clinton and Dr. Ruth sit next to one another. Serena Williams match.
Cool.
What do you think Bill Clinton asked Dr. Ruth?
Hey, man, how can I get my wife from, I don't know.
Doing the same thing as Monica Lewinsky?
Oh, damn, I forgot about that. I forgot about all of that.
He's like, Dr. Ruth, how can I get my wife to do what Monica Lewinsky did for me?
Dr. Ruth was famous.
She's going to say, Wendy.
Is she still alive, Dr. Ruth?
Yeah, it was all that Wendy.
Dr. Ruth was there?
Yes,
sitting next to Bill Clinton?
That's what I said.
What?
Wendy,
and
the woman.
And Hillary was right there?
The women.
So it was Dr. Ruth,
no,
Bill Clinton?
just Bill Clinton, Dr. Ruth.
Oh.
He was probably asking her tips,
Damn, how old is Dr. Ruth?
Very old. She's probably Wendy.
She was not even hot then.
You know, women.
She was kind of.
Women are special, and
she was dorky. She
they have a special spot.
She was like an 80s sex thing.
I know her accent is funny though.
Okay. The last thing that I have written down is there's a girl from the USA. Her name is Mandlik. Mandlik. Honestly, never heard of her.
Did we look her up?
Never heard of her at all.
Who's she playing?
She's playing Sakari in the second round, and somehow, given that we follow tennis every day, whatever, I totally slipped up on Manly. I haven't heard of her. I didn't watch her come through qualies, and we watched qualies, unless we just totally spaced on Mandlik. Have anybody heard of this?
Sakari?
How old is she?
I'm looking. Wait, but you're saying she's playing Sakari.
She's playing Sakari, and that's what I wrote. Possibly I made a mistake.
No, Wang's playing Sakari.
Oh, then who was Man? Oh no, Mandlik is playing Jabeur. Malik is playing Jabeur. Sorry, not Zachary, but Jabeur.
Here she is. Okay.
Tell me about this girl.
She is.
Darius says it's a wild card. She must have been an NCAA winner. Hence is why I did not see her come through quality.
She's 21.
Okay.
Ranked 144 in the world. She beat. That's all it says.
Good for her. Top 150, top 200, top 250. Thanks, Darius, for that. Man, who exactly? But maybe man, who can do something better than Raducanu? If Raducanu can do it, and Cerundolo can be 27 in the world, and Sonego can beat Djokovic, then damn, Malik can do something, right?
It's very quiet at the house.
Because the kids are asleep.
Yeah, that's what we'll be soon.
We're done.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, round 2 tomorrow. So tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow we will be doing the blah 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 blah. Let me get my draw out. So we will be doing the bottom half of the men's draw matches like Hurkacz, Musetti, Dimitrov, Sinner, Cilic, Evans, Coric. We can see if Carlos Theory's right or wrong because Coric is going to whip the daylights out of the qualifier that he's going to play. Even though Coric was dealing with a little nagging injury there at the last tournament, you were right at the end. Mm-hmm. We also have matches with the likes of on the women's side. I don't know where my okay, here we go. We are going to have matches with the likes of where's my Miss Jargo, girl? Gosh, you're sticking together. All right, here we go. Swiatek, Alexandrova, Nisimova, Ostapenko. Oh, girl, you got damn big. Woo wee. Damn. Miss Parker, nuts. Ostapenko. Oh, got big girl. Muguruza. Kvitova, Mertens, Pagula, Badosa. Pagula needs to watch out for the qualifier, though. Paula Badosa, who's pretty solid herself, pretty good looking, but not the best tennis player. Azarenka, Pliskova, who was my pick to win the U.S. Open or make the final, I forget. Let's go, Pliskova.
She says, before the tournament started, I have my prediction of Swiatek beating Jabeur, not Rybakina. Gene knows it.
Okay, Gene's got it. Mm-hmm. Gene will definitely handle that. Gene's a fine young man. So you have
beating Rybakina, even worse. Ashish. Just saying.
Yeah.
Even worse. Okay.
All
You're
faith,
not gonna win. That's
all
worse.
faith in Gene. Gene is
even worse.
By the way, we were talking to Darren LeBeau Tennis, yesterday live chat from here, and he was in London, face to face, not typing. And Darren LeBeau as well mentioned that Gene Swart is a fine young man. Mm-hmm. Tennis, international community. Gene Swart is in South Africa, and Thomas Chi, another fine young man, is in Canada. Probably so we have a network, all right? Keep working the freaking network. Let's go.
Adios. See you guys Tuesday, and Darius, see you Wednesday.
Wednesday, and then Friday.
Adios.
If it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
All right.